monkey nut. Just don't go super tight on those bolts for the shocks, because that plastic spacer in there will bind. That didn't go far. Gotta remember to hold on to all of this. There we go. Might have to pick up some aluminum spacers when I do the final assembly on this. Probably ought to get better shock anyway. Is there a better shock for these? I haven't really done any research on shocks. That was a little tight. Of course. Drill battery die. Always have a spare. Lock and load. Lock and load. There we go. Front's on. Anyway, if you know of shocks that go on these and you're following the build, throw in a comment. You can do that like thing and subscribe thing. Tell a friend. Tell a mundo. Whatever. We're not too far into this, so let's go ahead and do the rear. We'll get this thing sitting on some axles here. Still got some dirt on there from driving. That's awesome. So we got, I'll put it on upside down. Cool. Alright, we got our lowers. We got our uppers. Let's see if we can replicate this. That hole is convenient. It's going to be easier to get it from the side on this one now. Yeah. There we go. That's a pretty good angle. So, four-wheel drive Volkswagen Beetle. Sounds pretty good to me. I have a Beetle. I've been ignoring it. It's not going away. And it is a Baja. And I gotta seriously get on that thing. I'd like to have it in my garage for the winter, so I can do the interior while it's here. Right now it's sitting in another shop up north in Pennsylvania. Let's get you spun around a little bit here, just so you stay. Man, that's a really good fit. No slop, no shims. Picks it right up. Locks it right in. There we go. Let's do shocks in the middle of the middle again. Get over there. Screws out here. Put you in. Get some more spacers. Might as well clip the other one while I'm here. A little shallow. Good luck finding that. Alright. Kind of like that the spacers actually thread a little bit in there, because then the screws don't fall out when you take the shocks off. And you can just bump it from one position to another position a lot easier. And it's not enough that you don't need pliers. You can hold that with your hand. It goes in there pretty smooth. Let's pick the middle of the middle. That inner fender, it's a little tight on that top row. Let's see what we got. Not quite enough. Stand them up, put them back up here all the way. Yeah, I'll just go with that for now. I'm gonna have to actually adjust these preloads. I tend to run my trucks as low as possible, sprung wise. Try and take all the preload out of the springs. I'd rather adjust it with the springs than adjust it with running these preloads down just to get travel. I like up travel is more than I like down travel. There we go. That's not too bad with no electronics in it anyway. Got lots of weight to add back in this, plus the body. And if somebody gives me a shock package recommendation, I will certainly give it a shot. These plastic shocks are going to wear out at some point in time. Alright. And there we got it. Sort of a slider. Let's make it a sort of a roller. These tires are probably way too big for the scale of this body, but we'll give it a shot here just so it's rolling. Always makes me feel better when it kind of rolls around rather than it sits around on its axle nubs. I'm trying to visualize what it's going to look like. And these are Pitbull Ravens Berserkers. I think this is a 385 tire package here. Just some basic RC four-wheel drive 155 beadlocks. And they don't match. This is a spare off of another truck because I don't know where the other one of these is. So nothing wrong with running a spare tire. This one actually has a scale brake disc on it. For some reason, I don't think any of the other ones do. Yep, that one does. So, yep, screwed that up. OCD, Jeremy won't let me do that. So I need front disc brakes. I mean, if it's a four-wheel drive bug, it should have front disc brakes. Right? So it's got a scale rotor. Put that one back here. Put that one up there. I don't think it changes the offset on these at all. I think it's the same offset as the hub or the scale rotor, but my OCD says that they have to match, and this is mock-up, so it's going to get really bad once I get into final assembly. Kind of like the rusty crusty look too. So that's pretty much ride height for this bad boy. We got the buggo body. I already did the mounts and drilled the holes. So what this does is when you go to throw it on here, those just protrude through the body like that. And like that. And it's a, wow, that kind of looks like a very tall tire. Good approach angle. So it ought to climb pretty good. You got a lot of tire rub, so it's way too big of a tire. So we're gonna have to find a smaller tire. Let me see if I can find a smaller tire. Be right back. Alright. Look through the collection and I found these blood axes that are considerably smaller. I don't like what was done to the wheels, so I'll probably have to paint those, but let's give them a shot. Let's see what they look like. I'm thinking it's going to be a whole heck of a lot better. No scale hubs. Oh, it's pin mount. Oh, let's see if I can. Let's see if they'll even go on here. There it is. There's a pin mount. Oh, that's a lot sticking out. And it's a 5-lug. Okay. I'm kind of liking that size. What is that blood axe? Height-wise. Does it say it on there? Oh my god, my eyes are terrible. I don't know what size that is. 155. What's that say? 345. It's a 345 blood axe. That's gonna make her a pretty nice little scale trail truck here. Over here, I have to put this, change the suspension completely on here. Maybe that's too small. So I'm somewhere between a 385 and a 345. Kind of digging the back one now. Maybe I'll just. What do you think? Should I just trim the body to let the bigger tire eat, or run the babies? I think the babies are too baby. But I think that 385 is the same size as the stock UTB. Ooh, not run you all the way in. We got a lot of wiggle. So there's not enough depth. I'd have to run a spacer in here to run these wheels without a hex adapter. So it's pretty small. I need a little bit of rub. I'll just widen them out a little bit. But, well, it's all assembled. So put all the electronics in, got everything mounted up. Painting the body right now. Well, it's in primer, so the body's a whole nother project. But yeah, got it all, everything put in here. Castle Micro X2, BEC, and yeah, a lot going on there, a lot of wire, but it's all working. And yeah, the home's 2000 kV brushless, so yep, it's all there. Reef's 422 V2, which should be plenty for a trail bug. Fought with the tires back and forth. Ended up just putting the trail grapplers on. They're the right size. Size wise, height wise, they're just right. I looked around, found a few other tires. I just wish that there was more foam in these tires. They're just way too soft. So by the time I put a hard body on here and get some detail on it, you know, we're already kind of bulging, just sitting. We're already getting sidewall bulge. So I want to get something a little more foam in it. Don't want to spend another 25-30 bucks on shipping in a set of tires just to put on bead locks, so I can put foams in it of my choice. If I want to do that, I'm ordering tires. So Boom Racing actually makes a tire the same height as this, a little bit narrower, so I want to give them a shot and get the offset worked out with that. So they're on order, and week or so I should have those in. By then I hope to have more of the body done. If not, you know, we'll keep going. But this is probably the last install of this one, so I'm going to close out because the chassis is built. It is the Bugger V1 chassis by Spare Time Hobbies. It's built, it's assembled. Yes, I got a ton of Trio parts on here, but you know, you can do this with a stock UTB, and the bonus is you get a cage and everything, so you can see how much more room I have for activities. I can run up to 4S on this actually, but I'll probably keep it at 2S for trails. So yep, that's about it. I'm gonna wrap it up, and next time you see this, I'll be doing the body for this, and got a few plans and a few details I want to take care of there. But before I go, there's the motor. It's being, you know, paint detail. It slides in back here pretty nicely. So it'll sit like that, and it just goes in. I'll probably use some Reef's super sticky tape. That way I can pry it back out if I need to. But yeah, that's where it'll live once all this gets painted up. And that's it. So if you enjoyed the series, I see I got a lot of viewers. But yeah, if you want to keep watching stuff like this, let me know. If you want me to do something different, or go through some of the collection that I've amassed over the years, let me know, and put it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you.